Hello, hello, everyone. While we're waiting for people to join the meeting, I'm just going to introduce myself. I know you were expecting LeeAnne, but I'm filling in for her today. My name is Chris Colabella. If I show you something today that you didn't know about that was important for you, please get in touch with LeeAnne and schedule a one-on-one demo so that she can show you the projects that are exactly right for you and your company. But today, although there are lots to look at on CIS, and there is a lot that we could show you, we're really just focusing in on demolition projects in your area, because we know that we're very likely, actually, I'm betting that I am going to show you something that you didn't know about. And once you see that, you're going to want to see more of CIS. So I'm not even going to explain any of this. I'm just going to scroll down to a report that I already created, demolition projects in Southern New Jersey. So taking over all of Southern New Jersey, these are the counties that we're looking at. And we're going to start with pre-planning. We've got in the mostly private jobs in pre-planning, planning, and negotiated, mostly public jobs in out to bid and bid results. So pre-planning, really early stage, design phase, conceptual, etc. Here's a project. You see there's 4 of them in here right now, and these are the projects that we've been touching over the past month. We'll take a look at one of them. So I don't know how to pronounce this. Lidl grocery store at the Sacred Heart Church site. So it shows you where it is, who the developers are, the owners, design firms, what the work is that's included, what the project is. So demolition of the church on the property for the construction of the new grocery store. And then the planning notes are what exactly is happening. So the grocery store company, whose name I can't pronounce very well, is in the process of purchasing some adjacent properties. So you know exactly where it is. Now, these kinds of projects where there's a demolition first and then a new building, a lot of times this is its own prime demo bid, especially in the private sector, sorry. If this is interesting to you, it's pretty far out. We just published it a couple of weeks ago. We're not sure when this is going to happen, but if you want to keep track of it, you can just track it right here. If you want to note that you're interested, you just click this button and you let other CIS clients know that you're interested in this project. So that's just one of them. In the pre-planning stage, again, conceptual, etc. Here happens to be a pre-planning stage in a public project. So this new Camden Eastside High School, huge project, but demolition of the old high school to build the new high school. So this looks like something that could be a really big demo project in South Jersey. So you get the picture here. Now we're going to move on to planning. Planning's a little different. It's beyond the design phase, beyond the zoning board phase. Now we're talking about they're submitting plans to planning boards. They're submitting, permits in some cases. So we'll take a look at some of these. There's 14 projects that we can take a look at, but let's see. This 17 North Main Street Brewery. It's a $2.5 million project. Demo of the old town hall for construction of a new brewery and tasting room. That sounds good. So again, we let you know who the architects are, the attorneys, Conseglia Palace, Greenhall and Furman, by the way, excellent construction attorneys. They actually use CIS to make sure that they know what's going on in the industry. So that's some next level attorneying. So we appreciate them and they do a great job for us. I'm going to go back. You can see what we have: apartments, retail, some more apartments, super Wawa, super delicious, my favorite coffee, daycare, Holmes Point and Liberty. What is this one in Eatontown? Let's see. Demo of 475 townhomes currently on the property for construction of 275 residential dwelling units. That sounds interesting. You can see where they are in their planning process. We always put the most recent right up top so that, you can see what's happened, and then you don't have to read through everything over and over again. So, if you're interested in this, obviously you can contact the owner, you can contact the design firm, you can track this project. You can also take a look at the design firm who's doing this project, and you can say, what other projects is this design firm working on? So I can take a look at the stuff in pre-planning, planning, or things that they've previously done. And that helps me understand exactly what type of work they do. So maybe you want an in with the engineer. That might be a good way to go to get more demolition projects also. So I'm going to move out of planning and go to out to bid. Most of these are going to be public. Every once in a while, you'll see a private job in here, but most of these will be public jobs. We've got 40 demo projects in Southern New Jersey. So let's take a look at some of these. You see the Cape May Terminal entrance, domestic water main, reconstruction of 7th and Atlantic Avenues. So there's some road work, some buildings. Let's take a look at this one in Vineland, $2.5 million. Cumberland County Votech. Here are the architects. So this project is out to bid, and we'll show you the work that's included, a full description of the project. Because I did a search for demo, projects that have demolition or demo in them, it'll show you exactly what the demo piece is. And you can also see who the plan holders are. And now, if you were going to work with any of these companies, suppose you wanted to be a subcontractor, you wanted to bid as a subcontractor, and you want to just click through to Marino General Construction. You can see not only information about their company, you can go to their website, you can email them, call them. You can also see who their main people are. Looks like Nicole is on here 2 times. You can email directly, you can make a phone call, but you can also see what projects are they holding plans on? What types of jobs do they typically do? You can click into any of these jobs, by the way. So this is, I think, the one we came in on, but you can click into them and see, okay, this is the type of job they do. Let's take a look at the projects that they've been low bid on, and this goes back a few years. So you can see what size projects they're winning, how much work they currently have on the table for them. You can see, let's see if they bid on something and they were low, what was the spread between them and the others? You can, let's see, what else can we see from this information? Sorry, we're buffering for a second. You can see what other bids they bid on. So we can see projects that that they bid but were not low bid on. So let's see. We'll take a look at this one. We do list quantities on our projects. We try and give everyone as much possible information as we can, and who the bidders were. And you can see Marino was here, the highest bidder, and what the spread is there. So you get a lot of information on potential clients, right? If you're working as a sub, you have them as clients. I'm going to go back this way to my desktop because for some reason my computer is slowing me down. So we looked at out to bid projects. We can also look at bid results. This is not a CIS problem. This is a my internet in my home problem, FYI. So you can see that we've got some bid results. This one's just from yesterday. These are projects that have demolition in them. So you can see that there's drainage here. We're picking up demolition of an old stump. So that's probably, or an old sump inlet. I don't know if that's something that you guys would do, but then you can see what the bids were. So there's that. We can take a look at maybe a better project that would show us demo. Department of Public Works. Let's take a look at this. Selective demolition again. You can view all of the quantities. and see who the bidders were, what their bids were. And negotiated, again, is mostly private work. So we're switching back, but now in negotiated, we have a listed general contractor on here. So that's the big difference between negotiated and planning. They've named a general contractor, and in many cases, the projects might be in progress or even completed. We will hold on to that information for a long period of time so that you can see what's going on. Some of our subcontractors do work much later in the process, so they might want to look at in progress. But you also might see something like these warehouses that are expected to be done in the spring. You know, you can see all the players here, the owner, the contractor, the design firms, the demolition of the existing improvements on the lot for construction of 5 warehouse buildings. So this does have some demo work for you. There's a decent amount of information about this project. You can see that they set the target date. And in this case, you might want to get in touch with the developer. You can take a look at the developer and see if we have them on any other projects. In this case, we only have them on this project, but you can also contact any of the other players here. You can track this. Again, you can say you're interested. So that's what our South Jersey demo projects looks like today. And you can see it only took about 10 minutes or 15 minutes tops to sit and look at it. So a lot of our clients will say, you know, they just sit and have a cup of coffee and look through their CIS reports, and they know exactly what's going on and exactly what work they have to do that day. So I also want to point out this new feature that we have, which is real-time project information. So throughout the day, as we add projects, you'll see them pop up here. So these are brand new. Let's see if we find something here. There are any kinds of projects. Actually, I'm looking in Long Island now. You probably don't care about Long Island. How about Mount Laurel? Professional engineering and consulting services. Another type of project that we report on, but it's brand new. It's not due until December 8th, and we're trying to let people know about them ASAP. So if you were just looking at South Jersey projects, that's all you would see over here, and you would be able to just zero in on anything that was important to you if you wanted to look at it during the day. Otherwise, you just take a look at your daily email that gets delivered to you every night, or you'd come and look online to your demo projects in Southern New Jersey. Anything that you're tracking, you know, we've tracked a couple of projects. They'll show up here and they'll let you know if they're updated, or if you want to write some notes, you can do that as well. So you can always have access to your tracked projects. I didn't show you, but you can also track companies. So architects, engineers, owners, and contractors. So if you wanted to take a look at anyone, you could see if I was interested in knowing what was going on with A&M contracting, and I have some important notes over here, I could see that since the last time I looked at them, they placed a low bid and they placed a bid that they weren't low. And I can click in and look at them. I can print this. I can delete them from this list and do whatever I want to from my tracked projects. So here are our reports, and these are sort of our filing cabinets of the most important to us. These are on the fly information. And if I were looking someone up, I could also say, okay, I want to look up a general contractor in Southern New Jersey. I can find some general building contractors in Southern New Jersey, and I can get a list of those building contractors who are working in my territory. I can even filter the results if I wanted to for additional keywords. Those are just a few of the things that we can do. But if you saw something that you didn't know about, if you saw anything that looked interesting to you, please contact LeeAnne, set up a one-on-one demo. I appreciate your time, and I hope you give us a closer look for projects that are just right for you. Thank you very much.